easy. Says, no, we'll be the pioneers, we will go, we will fight. When the war is won, we will come back. Moshe Rabbeinu very subtly turns to them and he says to them, you will build cities for your children, you will build pens for your cattle. Reuben and Gad come back to him and they say, we'll build cities for our children and our wives, and pens for our cattle. With one subtle word, Moshe Rabbeinu changes the whole perspective of 2.5 tribes. That family is much more important than material wealth. Building bastions of faith is much more important than what you're going to build for yourself, for your cattle. The Rebbe taught myself, I learned my first lesson in priorities from the Rebbe. And one of my earliest recollections as a child. I lived in Crown Heights, we lived in Crown Heights, we were one of the first 10, 15 families that lived in Crown Heights. My parents, HaShluchim, moved into Crown Heights in 1949. Before that, they lived a few years in Brownsville. My father was a survivor who learned to Lubavitch, was one involved in the running Lubavitch Yeshiva, he had involved in Warsaw, and then in Vilna, and then in Shanghai. And then they came to America, met my mother, an American woman in New York, and they got married. And we were one of the first families that lived in Crown Heights. I remember when we used to go to daven in 770 in those years, there were 5 tables upstairs in the small, what was called the small Zal, the shul where the Rebbe davened. At one table sat the Rebbe alone. At the other table near the Aron Kodesh sat 2 people, the Rebbe's brother-in-law and Dr. Nass. And there were 3 tables of Balabatim, many of them clean-shaven. And there were about 40 Bachrim, Rabbi Korf might have been one of them in those years, that weren't 770. That was the total 770 picture.